Next is Diamond Rio, another country act, 1991. This is really good. It has Meet in the Middle. They Don't Make Hearts Like They Used To. Norma Jean Riley, which is a really good song by them. So go and check out some Diamond Rio. And I have two. Somehow I ended up with two. A boy named Goo. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, here's the next one. It is the Vaughan Brothers, Family Style, with Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimmy Vaughan. It's Stevie Ray Vaughan. Just go listen to it. Next is, here's Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble, The Sky is Crying. Just run out. Just go run out and get yourself some Stevie Ray Vaughan. You won't be disappointed. He was awesome. He died tragically in a plane crash after having finally straightened himself out from drugs. We lost an amazing talent. God only knows what he would have done if he hadn't have died. I think it was like 1991 when he died. And this came out in 1991. The Sky is Crying is an awesome song. This also has Little Wing on it. And here's my other. There's the other part. Here's the actual 2 CD thing to the Essential Alice in Chains. What I showed you was like the bonus track CD. Alright, next is REM Automatic for the People. This came out in 1992. This has Everybody Hurts, which is a great song by them. So go and check out some REM. Next is Susan Tedeschi, Just Won't Burn. This was, I do believe, her debut album. And I got a lot into blues when I lived up in Northeast Texas in the late 90s working for a newspaper. Because up there on the radio, they play a lot of the blues. Down here in Southeast Texas, the only blues you're probably going to get is going to be Stevie Ray Vaughan. Because he's like a patron saint around here. But up in Northeast Texas, you would regularly hear blues being played on the radio stations. So you would hear her, and I do believe a guy that, that I sort of worked with, like he was a contact of mine at the city when I would do stories about the city. I believe he was the one who turned me on to Susan Tedeschi. Hi, Rollin McPhee. Anyway, this is a really great album from beginning to end. It has lots of classic. And Susan Tedeschi is still out there cranking it out. She's just part of a band called Tedeschi Trunk Band because she married another blues artist. I think that's the name of the band. Anyway, this has Rock Me Right, You Need to Be With Me, Little by Little, It Hurts So Bad, Found Someone New, Looking for Answers, Can't Leave You Alone, Just Won't Burn, which is a great song. Mama, He Treats Your Daughter Mean, Angel from Montgomery, Friars Point. It's so good. So good. And that Just Won't Burn. Such a good song. So good. Next is the Goo Goo Dolls, Dizzy Up the Girl. This has Dizzy, Slide, Broadway, Black Balloon. Bunch of really great Goo Goo Dolls. And this is from 1998. Next is Martina McBride, Evolution. And this has I'm Little But I'm Loud, Happy Girl, A Broken Wing, which is an amazing song. Amazing. And Valentine, which was a great big hit for her. It's such a good song too. And this was from 1997. Next is Reba McEntire from 1990. You'll be able to tell by the big hair on the back cover. From 1990, Rumor Has It. Look at that big hair. Classic Reba with the big old bouffant. Anyway, this has Rumor Has It, You Lie, Fancy, which was a big song for her. So go check out some Reba McEntire. Next is 1998, Hole, Celebrity Skin. This was a big album for them. They kind of went from being like a indie underground sort of deal and her just being Kurt Cobain's wife to having some big hit songs. So this has Celebrity Skin and Malibu, which were the big songs from this album. So go check out some Hole. Next is, interestingly enough, let's see, this came out in, hello, where is the date? 1997. So in the mid to late 90s, a lot of punk bands started doing swing. Yes, swing. So this is one of them. This is the Cherry Poppin' Daddies. It's called Zoot, Suit, Riot. The swinging hits of the Cherry Poppin' Daddies. It's got a lot of really great, you know, songs in it. You're all like, cuckoo, ka-choo, baby. It's got Zoot, Suit, Riot, Brown Derby Jump. Just go check it out. It's lots of really fun music. Next is, dun dun dun, the very first CD that I ever bought. And you can tell because this booger is heavy. The case is heavy. They used to make cases out of lead or something because these jewel cases are heavy from back in the day. This is 1990 Cinderella Heartbreak Station, the very first CD I ever bought. I love Cinderella. I still love Cinderella. They're great. Going, who's Cinderella? The Disney Cinderella? I had somebody ask me that one time, like, Disney? No. It's a band. They sort of got unfairly pigeonholed into the hair metal deal because when they came out, they had long hair and they kind of wore the same kind of clothes and stuff. But they're really a blues band. They really are. Like, their first album had some more sort of harder stuff or more pop metal stuff. But later on in their albums, they're a blues band. They're a blues band. And their lead singer came out with an album this last year, and I saw him, and he's really blues influenced, and he did all the writing and stuff like that for a lot of these albums. So they're a blues band. So if you like blues, you won't be disappointed. And this has The More Things Change, Shelter Me, Heartbreak Station, which is an awesome song. Just go check you out some Cinderella. Just take my word for it. Next is 1995 Garbage. There it is right there. This has Only Happy When It Rains and Stupid Girl. Those got some of their majors on it. Next is Patti Loveless, another Patti Loveless. This is When Fallen Angels Fly. This is a really great album. Really great album. See, here's the back side. She's so pretty. Next, this is When Fallen Angels Fly, You Don't Even Know Who I Am, which is a heartbreaking song. Here I Am, which is another heartbreaking song. I Try to Think About Elvis, which is kind of a tongue-in-cheek sort of funny song. Check out some Patti Loveless. Next is Alan Jackson, Don't Rock the Jukebox. This is from 1991. I believe this was his second album. I do believe, because I think his first one was in 89. He was part of what was called the Class of 89, which was like Clint Black and Garth Brooks and Alan Jackson and a lot of what they called hat acts. But this has Don't Rock the Jukebox, Dallas, which is an awesome song, Midnight in Montgomery, which is an awesome song. Check it out. Early Alan Jackson. Last but certainly not least from the 1990s is Matchbox 20, Yourself or Someone Like You. This was their first album. And this has got 3 a.m., Real World. It's got the classic Matchbox 20. So, whew, we're finished, finally. That, my friends, was my favorites from the 1990s. It was a lot. This is multiple parts, I'm sure. So, I hope it's interesting. And I hope it turns you on to something that maybe you've never heard of before or you forgot about. That's the one good thing, is that sometimes you'll pull stuff out of your collection that you forgot how good it was. So go dig through your CD collection, find some stuff from the 90s that you really like. Give this a thumbs up. Let me know some of the 90s stuff that you like. If there's any of the stuff that I mentioned that you like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I think that's it for the 1990s.